Hello everyone. Hello fellow guildies. It's another guide for guildies. This is regarding the attunement process for weapons and gear. A couple of you has asked me, how do I actually get that done right? Doesn't seem to be able to upgrade your mastery because you are facing some either restrictions or limitations when it comes to tuning your gear. So what I'm going to do this time is explain very briefly the basic aspects of tuning your gear. I will not be going into class or martial arts specific tuning. For that, I would encourage you to do your own specific research so that you can deep dive into what attributes matter to your class, your specialization most. But I think there is an easy way for you to spot it because whenever you get an attribute to your gear that is good for you, it would usually say recommended. So, without further ado, let me just get into it. Oops, sorry for the panic. Um, so first things first, where do you get the stuff that you need to attune aside from you going to sword trials, hero realms, and the like? You can buy them. So usually every week at the start of every week, you are gathering fish so that you can go to the season shop and you can start buying stuff from here. So importantly, all these chests, as you can see, I haven't bought my inner ways yet. I will do so. These ones here, which go to your enhancements, which I'll talk about later, but you should be getting these. And then also your gear chests. There's the level 86 chests, which I've already bought. But if you're lower level, then you can come here and get all your gear. And getting all these gears is important. I wouldn't encourage buying, all the lower level ones. You don't need that many more once you reach a higher level, of course. But if you are lower level, this is where you can come to add to your arsenal, which we will also speak about and go through again later. Then here, your legendary gear exchange is where you get your tuning materials. So if you see the currency up here, these are obtained whenever you recycle your items or you go to sword trials, and then you will be able to get some of these, which will then go towards buying these things. So just a couple of things to note and observations from my personal standpoint. It might not be your experience, but I find that I'm not as lucky with golden shells, so I tend to then spend most of my currency on buying shells. Uh, I'll show you what I mean later on by not being lucky with shells with material recycling later, but yeah, so I don't get these golden ones very often. The other thing that I do is sometimes I get unlucky with attunement, so then I have to buy more attunement stones to reattune or to just try on different weapons until I get the one that I want, right? And then also, of course, the legend 86 legendary item box that usually is bought as well. So next way that you can actually get attunement materials is from the Wandering Pass. So locate from the shop. These you will need adventure slips for. So here you will see your arena attunement that you can tune with. In case you are very into PvP, you should buy these to gear up. I'm not currently, but I'm thinking of essentially doing arena attunement. So once I get around to that, I will do a very quick video in terms of how you might be able to get that done too. Next thing in terms of where you can get it is the battle pass. So I have the bought one here, but if you don't have the bought one, you will still have the shop. So you can get your attunement or your reattunement materials here. So these are very, very, very important. Every time your battle pass refreshes, please come here and get um, the retuning stones and reattunement stones because you're going to need them to perfect your gear. If you don't have these, you will find it a struggle sometimes to get your final attribute to be something that you want. So you go back. There's one other way for you to get those reattunement materials, and that's through the wandering paths. Your typing mausoleum, your path trial. So from here, if you've been doing your path trials, you will get the mausoleum rewards, and you can see these are also available here. So do your trials. They will help you to essentially build up your skills, but also it will help you to obtain materials so that you can upgrade your weapons as well. Now, last bit of material that you will need is via recycling. So let me see if I've got a gearbox that I can just recycle. Um, they have changed the recommended, which used to be marked as RCMD, to this simple thumbs up, which in my opinion it's fine. I guess we didn't really need to change that, but yeah, they have. So if you are not sure and you don't want to invest a lot of time thinking about, oh, how do I fix my build and stuff, just stick to the thumbs up and you won't go wrong. Right? So I'm just going to take out 5 for you to see how we'll do it. Go to my gear and then click on recycling. So see this bottom left icons that are here? This is what I mean when I say I get pretty unlucky with golden shells. In order for you to get the golden shells, you will need this icon to be golden. So when you go towards recycling all these things, and confirm there, you will get a bunch of materials. So previously there was a bunch of materials here. I didn't manage to show you that. Let me just click on that again. So here is what they will turn into. And these materials are very important for tuning. Okay, so with that, let's head over to your develop tab, go to your gear, and start looking at what you can tune up. So I'm not going to do my weighing weapons. Let me try to pick something else. So I haven't been getting um, full stats on my accessories yet. So I think maybe what I'll do is I will try to see if I've gotten something good. Looks like this one is not too bad. So let's go ahead and try to tune this one. So generally speaking, what I normally do, and you can see why I need the shells, is I will definitely click on one, add all, and tune. Damn it. Yeah, so that's generally what happens to me. So as you can see, sometimes I'm not very lucky either. And then sometimes I will choose, do I want to risk the next one? Do I not want to risk the next one? And because I already have a good one on me, I'll tell myself, why not? At all. And yeah, the reason why I clicked that was because I wanted to show you how it could trigger a return. And then you get back a shell. Or rather, you didn't use the shell. So since the next step was a pretty good recommended one, I'm going to go again. And then I'm going to go again. Oh, still not too bad. Okay, so here's where it gets dicey. Because you will have to tune the last one, and sometimes there's no guarantee what you will end up with. So here goes. It's not too bad, but it's not gold. So if you are chasing for perfection, then essentially what you might end up doing is you might start using your reattunement stones to turn this into a golden stat, which can be a very costly exercise. I'm not quite sure if I want to do that to this thing at this point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I would actually normally cut a better item by changing this, and you can do that by clicking on the stat that you don't want. So obviously I don't want the bamboo cut attack because I'm Silk Bind Jade. So if I've already used up my retuning stone, as you can see, so that's not going to work for me today. But if you have one, then what you want to do is to keep this here, and then I will set the shell, and then I can click on the spacebar, and it will give me a new stat that gets inserted there. But of course, it's a bit random. So far, I've been pretty okay with luck on this, so it's not too bad. So to reattune this, you will need the reattunement stone. This is the last set attribute here. Let me go and see. I might have actually one here that I was thinking of swapping at the end. Do I? Yes, this stupid thing. So here, as you can see, I got pretty unlucky with this one at the end with a bamboo card penetration. So I'm going to reattune it. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm gonna swap this item. This is not good. So usually you get a gut feel, right? If the item is not going to tune into something that you want, don't keep trying to roll on the same one. I would suggest that you consider exchanging that for something else. So I'm going to wait for this. This looks like a pretty good one. At all. Tune. See what I mean? No, that's not what I mean. Oh gosh. Yikes. That is very, very sad. Okay, we are going to KIV that and come back next time to see whether I still want to invest into reattuning this. But yeah, I'll just go forward. Let's see what I get. Oh god, it's a tanker's thing. Okay, so yeah, so that's how it goes. That's all I have in terms of trying to explain how you would do basic attuning. Again, please go search out the statistics that are good for your build. Also, just now, if I didn't mention it and point it out earlier, so going back here, if you click on the tune, you can see very easily that, you know, this is what the game would recommend for you, right? So don't be too don't take up too much time of researching. You can just easily tell if the stat is good or not by looking at the recommended feature here. Okay, so that's about it. Hope that's been helpful for you guys. Thanks for listening in, and I hope that you will be able to play better from here on out. See you again.